Hi, it's me again. I'm recording 2 videos, so the first video was about work and McDonald's and everything. And I just ate that double cheeseburger and those fries, and holy crap. I've never been a huge McDonald's eater. I don't really care for McDonald's that much. I can stand it every now and again, but I don't want to eat it like all the time. But wow, that hit the spot. The other day when I took the tour of the house, the grounds, the flowers, and all that stuff, I showed you a picture of my car and said, well, that would be another story. My black Ford Escape, because it was full of mud. I'll have to tell you about that. Let me get up to speed here and set my cruise, and then I will start talking. Okay, I drive a lot for work. I have to drive probably about 45, 50 an hour away for work. Minutes, that is. So the other morning, I was late leaving work at one of my jobs, and they had those Bikers Across Kansas people. Okay, I am not bashing bicyclists whatsoever. I have bicycles, I've ridden bicycles, I've done trail rides. I dated a bicycle enthusiast for a few years, so bicycles and people I don't have a problem with. But if you're going to now here we go, my rant. Now, if you're going to organize an event like that, you need something else. Either you need to put it on like less traveled highways, and yes, I do understand that they had it on the highway that I travel, which is fine, no problem, but there's got to be a little bit more order to it than 3 bicycle wides going down a lane, not getting over, having to have the people driving in the same lane as you, driving in the other lane for extended periods of time on hills where it's hard to see, no shoulders, no outs, no nothing. There's got to be something. You know, I went to the Dirty Kansas one year, and that was all dirt roads. You know, they should, I don't know. Anyways, okay, so I was late getting off of work, and I see that they're starting to drive up 283, and I'm like, okay, I'll just hurry up and I'll just get around them all and then go about my way. It kept going, and then I'd get behind people, and then we'd have oncoming traffic, and then there were areas where we were stopped, and it was insane. So at one road, I thought, well, I ought to just cut off and take country roads home. Then they won't have to worry about me. I won't have to worry about them. And the thought entered my mind at one point, okay? My wonderfully, silly, crazy mind. It entered at once. So anyways, I turned down this road as a last minute ditch effort because the pickup in front of me had stopped. I almost hit them. There were bicycles not getting over, and I was really getting angry. And I really don't have road rage. I'm not a road rage person. So I was just like, oh, there's a dirt road. Quick, turn. So I turned off on the dirt road, and I quickly realized that this was not such a brilliant idea. I should have waited for a better road. I should have planned a little bit better than just, I'm going to take the road, so there we go. Because the road turned to shit really quick. There's no other word for it. It turned to shit really quick. I could tell it was a no maintenance road. There was grass growing up on it, and I thought, oh, this is getting worse and worse and worse. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go a mile in, because rule of thumb, every mile there's a road. So I figured, well, I'll just go a mile, and then I'll head north and hopefully get around the bicyclist. If I head up far enough, then I'll hit Highway 24. Wrong. in the area where we live, I pretty well know the country roads around there. I could survive if I had to. If I got lost on a dirt road around where I live, I think I could find my way home. Out to the west of where we live. Yes, if we got lost, I think I could find my way home too. To the east, never, ever, ever have I taken those dirt roads. Ever. Not once. Not one time in my life. And I don't know what the hell possessed me to think that I could do it this time. Because guess what? It didn't turn out too great. So I'm traveling along and I think, okay, in a mile, I'll just head and go north and hopefully get around the bicyclists. I came down off of a hill and there was this big, huge mud puddle. Huge. Window was down. It was a nice morning, crisp breeze. It smelled great, you know. I hit that mud puddle. Yeah. I'm glad that I was driving the vehicle that I was in because it actually does handle really, really well. And I did some fishtailing. Almost got turned into a 180 there at one point, but I was able to steer out of it and get through the mud puddle okay. Window open, mud all over in my car, on me, on the outside. And it is, the driver's side got it worse than the passenger side. And what sucks the most, what really sucks the most, is that I just washed my car on Friday. Made me so mad. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I think it was Sunday morning is when this happened. So anyways, so I get to driving and I'm like, oh, this looks like a better road, so I turned on it. Okay, well, it was fine. Well, then it would like veer off. So you had to choose one way or the other. And it's like, well, that's going back the other way. I don't want to go that way, so I'm going to go on this way. The road would be fine for a little bit, turn to shit again. Guess what? Another mud puddle at the bottom of a hill. Boom, right through it again. I hit 3 of those mud puddles. I am not kidding you. 3 of those mud puddles. And I was so lost. I was so lost. I did find a really nice road, though, and I'm going to try to re-find it again on one day when I have off. Take my boyfriend for a drive and see if I can find that road again, because there was like a pond on the right-hand side. And the road was really nice in front of the pond, but once you went around the corner and it curved off to the left, it turned to another no-maintenance road again. But that pond was really, really neat, so I'd like to try to re-find that. So anyways, I guess maybe it would have paid just to drive along with the bicycles and made it home. I don't know when, but I actually ended up getting home about 7:43, which is a lot later than what I normally get home. I usually get home around 7:15. And then my boyfriend got up later on that day and he asked me, he's like, did you have fun? And I was like, no, it wasn't fun. I said, I was lost. I didn't know where I was. I don't know those roads, blah, 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 blah. So I recreated the whole entire story for him. And he's just like, but it looks like you had fun. And I said, well, yeah, just a little bit. I had fun. Because I haven't been God mudding in a long time. So anyways, that's the story of how my car got so dirty. And you people, if anybody who organizes the bikers across Kansas, please organize that shit just a little bit better. Or at least don't do it when people are trying to go home after a 12-hour shift. Alright, you guys. Love you. Have a good night. And please subscribe. I hate to say that, but please subscribe. I'm a struggling channel. And keep smiling.